Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the beginning of qualifying for the Ultimate Racing League UTCC, the Ultimate Touring Car Championship. It's a replica British Touring Car Championship. It's League 2. This is round 8, and we, ladies and gentlemen, are at Sardegna. And it's going to be exciting. It's the road cars modified with certain things like sports suspension, and I read it all out in round 1. You can go back and find it if you really want to know all the ins and the outs of the rules. But yes, the road cars slightly modified. In game, I believe they can do brake bias. The tuning that they can do actual in-game is downforce and whoa, snaky from the focus there of Wayne the Mad D-O-double-G. And he's just backing out of that one. And so these are road cars. This is round 8. We are all deep in this championship at the moment, and it has kicked off. Some fantastic racing, ladies and gentlemen. If this is the first time you are coming across this, you have to go back and watch from the start. And that is not me just trying to buy views. That's me telling you it's some spanking racing. Even I was surprised. I signed up for it because I liked the idea. I liked that it was different from the Group 4 and Group 3 norm that you usually find in league racing. They were being brave, brash and bold all at the same time. Broth. And so I said, oh, hey, can I stream that? And they said, yes, of course you can. And it has turned out to be an absolute banger of a championship. Now, I don't know if it's agreed that the Ford seems to have an edge on the rest of the field, but of late, the rest of the field have definitely caught up to the Fords. So I just think the Ford drivers hit the ground running. The car probably easier to set up, maybe, easier handling, but now we are starting to see, as we see all the Fords go at the top of the timetables. But last round, the BMWs were strong. Hodgie is always present in his Lexus. But at the moment, we've got a top 4. And I tell you what, Declan, mid-season, has brought that focus on leaps and bounds. He really has unlocked the potential that was always there. And Declan now, the last couple of rounds, has had some absolutely blinding showings in his focus. Rossi, Big E, is in his BMW. I believe he got a win last time out, so he'll be hunting for something similar. Iceberg at the moment is on a provisional pole with Hodgie in 2nd. We are watching Biggie, who's 6th at the moment. They're all starting to put times in. It's only a 56 second lap. So it's going to be fast and furious, ladies and gentlemen, as Biggie crosses the line, goes faster but does not alter his position. That is how tight the field is. Derg at the moment sitting aloft, high above the rest of them, as Hodgie 2nd on the grid with Wayne Mad D-O-double-G is 3rd. Niggle back from his Holly Bobs. How was they? Did you get sunburnt? Do you have tan lines? Was it that sort of holiday? Was it a cruise where your pineapples sit upside down? Niggle. Deuce Phil. Declan then 5th fastest for the Ford. Shall we? He's just going around a lap. Shall we sit aboard a focus for the lap, a qualifying lap of Sardegna? Don't mess this up, Declan. We're watching. And the braking down to 2nd, clips it straight up to 3rd to keep stability, and then floors it around up to 4th. The gear change, I mean, you can see the road cars, they're just not nipping up that speedo as you would like or are used to. A little off down to 3rd, back end swings around, controlled swing there, ladies and gentlemen. A nice drift. This is a very dodgy piece. It can have people off easily, and Declan gets through it. Sweet. Wayne has gone faster and ahead of Hodgie now. And we're coming up to, I think, the final corner. That's how quick the lap is. And there's the pit lane to our right. And we're heading towards the line. Looking for a 56 deck. 57.6, just off of what he has done before. So yes, Sardegna, quick, it's quick, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't got my glasses. I shall return. I can't read the table without them. I'm back. They were in the kitchen. Hey, Slowpoke's in the chat. Mark Wilson. If you see his name there, click on it and subscribe to his channel. You'll get some even better racing than you get here. Well, better narrated racing. Slowpoke in the chat saying, gutted I'm missing this one, but hope the rest of the guys have a great race. Yeah, I think hopefully they're dropping points at the end of the season for those that have had to have a break. Phaser up and into 5th, ladies and gentlemen, in the Merc Shady. Beautiful. Phaser up for a good race. He's been there. He's been nipping at the heels of the big boys, but having some slight offages and issues along the way. So Phaser, he is up for a good position today. He's coming up towards the line. Is he going to go faster than Niggle, who's nearly half a second ahead of him? He does go faster, gets it down to 4/10. Phaser then in 5th. So Derg at the moment at the top of the pole with a 56.1, half a second faster than Wayne Mad DOGG. 56.6 for the Mad Dog, with Hodgie in 3rd at the moment, 6/10 off of the pole, 10th off of Wayne. Niggle 4th fastest, 900ths off of Hodgie, 7/10 from pole. He's just about to cross the line. We'll hold our breath and kaboom, it's no faster. Phaser in 5th. He's 4/10 off of Niggle. We've seen him going faster. Is he keeping that momentum going? Sid the Sloth's put in a faster time, gone 8th. Everyone's starting to put faster times in. Is the fuel getting low? It may be. So Declan at the moment 6th fastest, with Castian returning in the Ford Focus in 7th. Sid the Sloth in 8th, and we have a Big E in 8th. No Apex Bloom, ladies and gentlemen. No Bloomfield in the orange RAC, as well as no Slowpoke. It's great weather though. Time for Holly Bobs are plenty, and for any other things that need to be happening. So Hodgie's gone in to refresh his tyres, and Biggie at the moment at the back of the pack, but he's going faster and he is aiming for Sid the Sloth. Peter Brown in the chat, it says in Daily B, Race B at Dragon's Trail started in 1st place and finished in 1st. Word up, take a boo, my son. Well done, Peter. Get on that daily race roster. 7th then for Rossi Biggie, and he jumps Castian and Sid the Sloth. Then great run there for Biggie. We've got only a couple of laps left, ladies and gentlemen, if that, for these guys. Derg getting a lovely tow from the Burtmer Wur, but will the Burtmer Wur get in his way in the corners? And again, a lovely slide from the Ice Derg, and he really wants to nail this one, as Wayne Mad DOGG has cut his lead down to 3/10. Okay, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll round it up, ladies and gentlemen. So Wayne is trying, and I think, Phaser's had a spin there in the McShady. Wayne's not going any faster at this point. Hodgie did put a fresh tyres on, bruv. And he's got a Ford right in front of him. That might hinder him in these last runs. This has got to be his last run. He's coming out from behind. He's getting racy with the Focus. And he's going around with the tighter tyres, and that may have compromised his lap, ladies and gentlemen. We will see. He is pushing with all of his might, though. I don't think Derg is going any faster. Derg is behind him anyway, and Wayne, the Mad DOGG, got across the line, so he gets another run. Hodgie then, this is his only claim, I believe, for pole, and he's half a second down. Half a second, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way on earth he can make that up. Can he get to the line before the timer runs out to give himself another lap? possibly? My lord, oh, there was a focus going flying in the background there. Someone sent it way hard. So Hodgie, no, the flag's out, and this is Hodgie's run. What a shame for Hodgie there. And, Niggle, lastminute.com gets in there ahead of Waney, Mad D-O-double-G, but we're watching Waney. Dergs crossed the line with a 56, still pole. Can Waney? No, Waney is way off. Gee, I don't remember a Wednesday evening stream without seeing a Waney Mad D-O-double-G at the top. I think Hodgie might have broken his run a couple of rounds ago. But Dergview at the moment, fresh back from the... I think he was ill last week, because I think I took the mick out about he's being poorly. He's back and he's bad, ladies and gentlemen. And he's on pole, the Iceberg. He took out the Titanic, and now he's taking out the Waney Mad D-O-double-G. Niggle in second, just for fun and to mix things up between the championship rivals. Really is Waney and Hodgie. I will get to that table, ladies and gentlemen, probably after the first race, because I didn't start early enough. Fazer starts fifth, Rossi in sixth, Declan starting in seventh, Castian in eighth, with Sid the Sloth starting in ninth place. Then let's get to track side, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see this race unfold with the Iceberg on pole. Niggle alongside. The focusers start fast, ladies and gentlemen. They leap, remember, away from the line. Hodgie and Fazer maybe... Oh, and Rossi got sixth in the end. Here they go, ladies and gentlemen. The focusers, without fail, launch with success. And they all know Waney got a better start, it looks like, from his part. He might be getting a bit of a tow as well, and he's helping him get through past Niggle. But Waney now back up and into second. And, Hodgie is getting a feel up from Fazer. Fazer touching up the side of the Lexus, fancying his chances of getting through. Declan on chase now as Fazer backs out of that move. You can see he wants to avoid the contact, and now has put himself into Declan's clutches. Biggie is in seventh. It takes the Beamer a while to warm up, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, he'll be back. Sid the Sloth in eighth, and Castian in ninth in his focus. So up at the lead as they get to the tight corner, and they almost tumble all over each other, and Dergview still leads from Waney the Mad D-O-double-G, but Niggle is there. Niggle is there, ladies and gentlemen, on board with Niggle at the moment as we head up to the first corner, and it looks like Waney wants to break the toe, comes back onto the racing line, and Niggle, he will not be phased by that. Oh, he went a little wide over the dipped a wheel there. I think he had to have an extra lift, and now he's put himself right in Hodgie's sights, and he's watching the Iceberg and Waney duke it out. Now the tyre choices, we're having 3 races of 15 minutes this evening, and they just have to use either softs or mediums, but they've got to at least use one compound in one of the race around, so they can do 2 softs and medium at the end, the last third race. At least one race has to be done on another compound. I mean, if they really wanted, they could do 2 mediums and 1 soft, but the soft has proven to be the better tyre. So at the moment, Niggle is just in the train, chasing his fellow Focus buddies, and the Derg pulling out a bit of a lead now. Hodgie having a sniff, ladies and gentlemen. Hodgie is having a sniff. Fazer in a battle of his own with Declan, and it's slowing him down, and he's dragging, ladies and gentlemen. Hodgie is getting away, and Declan all over the back of the McShady and trying to find a way to get by. Biggie is in 7th, with Castian now ahead of Sid the Sloth and closing in on the Burtmer Wurt. Watch out, Biggie, he's behind you. And Castian then started the season in the Nissan, took the hit with 20 points and changed to the Focus. And the Focus is biting him, ladies and gentlemen. Sid the Sloth will reclaim that position. Go Sid, rah rah rah. Go Sid, rah rah rah. Derg in the lead, 1 second. Waney, the Mad DOGG, is trying to keep a track of him with Niggle in third. Hodgie is no, Hodgie was closed in on Niggle, wasn't he? He's drifted away from him somewhat now, and now Phaser in fifth place, trying to keep a grasp of the track in the Mercedes. In the chat, Wayne the Mad DOGG saying hello, Mum. Carbon Dwarf saying hello, Thingy. Why, hello, Carbon. How are you? And Bloomfield saying, I wish I wasn't ill. Hey, Thingy. Oh, there you go. Do you know, Carlos? I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I think that's what I said about the Derg View last week. You know, Carlos Sainz had his appendix out, and he was racing the next week. Just saying. Also, Carlos Sainz gets paid like about £500,000 to drive the car at each race. So, just saying. Ice Derg. I did both sides of the argument for you. There you go, Bloomfield. You're welcome. Derg's 9/10 ahead of the Waney Mad DOGG, with Niggle in third, Hodgie in fourth. And I tell you, I can't wait to read that championship out, and we'll try and ignore the results of this one, because this is fruity and interesting. I am sure Hodgie needs to be outscoring Waney the Mad DOGG no matter what. And at the moment, they've got a Niggle between them. Phaser he cannot shake off Declan. We saw Phaser going wild with 2 wheels off of the track. I thought he was going to lose it, but he kept it again wide there from Phaser. It must be his line, but it feels awkward. And Declan, he's just being tantalised by the McShady ahead of him. Rossi, the BIGG, is in the Boomer were, and he's in 7th place. Castian was catching him, but then he had that spin, didn't he? He's got himself back ahead of Sid the Sloth, whilst the Boomer were just not performing here. And I thought it was the corners that the Boomer were liked, but at the moment, but again, let's wait, because tyre wear can be a huge factor. We're over 1/3 of the race done, 5 minutes in, and the tyres are looking tidy, ladies and gentlemen. They may not factor into this one. They may not. Oh, Waney's pushing with all his might. The back end sliding, and the Focus remembering what it's built for. And it wasn't for tracks. It was just for rallying of any kind. It drives on everything, does the Focus. And the Derg at the moment, it is a Focus domination. They're back on top, ladies and gentlemen. Hodgie trying, but you can see. Oh, he's got mediums in the first race, ladies and gentlemen. Now. Hush my mouth. Hodgie's doing a fantastic job. And, yeah, with the mediums out of the way, he's got a race to go against the Focusers whilst they're on mediums. Great call, Hodgie. And he's holding that 4th ahead of Phaser, who is on the softs. Declan also on the softs, and Declan up for it, ladies and gentlemen. Declan all over the curves, trying to find a way past the black and yellow McShady. And they've only got Biggie 2.8 seconds behind, so he cannot delay. And if these two get too racy, then Biggie will be in the picture. So, Hodgie at the moment then on mediums. Clever boy, say Hodgie. Gets that out of the way, race 1, and it's not much damage, is it? 4th place, because the next race is just a random grid, so you never know where you're going to end up. So that might, you might not want to test out a set of mediums further back down the grid. And then race 3, I believe, is the reverse, or the top 8 get reversed, or I can't remember. We'll see when we get there. But still, oh, spin out for Hodgie. Oh, gosh darn tootin' hell. Oh, the Hodgemeister has put it all on the line, hasn't he, ladies and gentlemen, with those medium tyres, and it has bit him, afraid. But I still salute him for the bold move that it was. So here we see on the medium tyres, lacking grip, the back end sliding, and it just did not comply when he wished for it to go back straight again. Oh, poor Hodge, that is devastating news. Down to 7th with the BIGGIE And Derg still under pressure, more pressure possibly. Waney the Mad DOGG has found his gander here. He is getting into his zone, ladies and gentlemen. He is applying gentle pressure to the wound. That is Derg. And the Ice Derg, remember, took down the Titanic. Can he keep the Waney Mad DOGG down? And it seems not, because Waney gets a great drive out of the corner. He gets a beautiful toe, and he slipstreams past the Derg, leading. Well, it's just a race up to the breaking point, but the Derg still holds strong. The Derg must have less downforce, ladies and gentlemen. The Derg only just somehow, some way, maintaining ahead of Waney G. Crazy. But Waney is on a push, and they might find themselves in Hodgie territory if they are not careful. Waney having another peak, it would seem, on board with the championship leader as he goes up, and he's risking so much. His closest contender in the championship in Declan just slung it wide, but yes, and that's it. It's done. Transaction is done and dusted. Waney, I was just about to say, is it worth the risk as you're leading the championship and your closest contender is further down the field? And Waney obviously decided it was worth the risk. So, oh gosh, replays are plenty, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not usually this swift at them. So we're looking at Derg leading there. Brakes late. Looks like the car was misplaced coming up the hill, and he just had to crawl around the outside of the corner. And Waney the Mad DOGG takes another prisoner, ladies and gentlemen. And we are treated some fantastic driving and racing here at the Ultimate Racing League, and it's not over, because Waney is still pushing hard, and the Ice Derg is under pressure from Niggle. Niggle is being involved. It is the Ford Focus Showcase Napa race, ladies and gentlemen, as we are treated here. Fazer in fourth. He picked up that position from the Hodge E going down. Declan is fifth. The Big E just staving off Hodgie on those medium tyres, but he is all over the back of the Burtmer. And he means to do business as Rossi there had a little snake on as he come out the corner, and it's enough there to propel Hodgie through and up and into sixth place. My word, the Racing Niggles in the lead. My good lord, what the bejeebers has happened? Derg's further back, and Niggles in the lead. Look, I'll see if we got it, but I'm not sure. Here we are then. Yes. Oh my lord, I think I was watching the wrong cars there. Waney and the Ice Derg seemed to come upon each other, and Niggle said thank you. He was goal hanging, ladies and gentlemen. That is what racing goal hanging looks like. Sitting in third and waiting for the leaders to get too racy. And the Ice Derg, oh, he's got damage as well, ladies and gentlemen, and he was leading this race. And at the moment, Waney the Mad DOGG has not given up on the win. Fazer 5 seconds behind the Derg, but Derg, his car is still damaged, but I think it will fix itself. But Ice Derg is definitely struggling out there, so Fazer has an opportunity. As Hodgie takes another scalp, ladies and gentlemen, and he is up. The Blue Rocket is up again past Declan. This is not too painful for him. 3.2 seconds away from Fazer. Fazer doing 57.7s. The Hodgemeister doing 56.7s. 3 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time for Hodgie to do damage on Fazer as Fazer tries to pull in the Derg. Meanwhile, we have Waney the Mad DOGG 7 tenths behind a Niggle, and this racing is hot schnizzle my nizzles. And Niggle is leading. Beautiful. Waney the Mad DOGG giving it some big balls. At the moment, Fazer is under threat. Another second out of Fazer's time. 57.5 from Fazer. Hodgie 57.1. He's not coming at him at all as quick as we thought. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Paul Cole in the chat saying, "Where's the selfie camera?" It was only for 1 week. And then you're all, and Peter saying, "Hi, Paul Cole." So, and my phone dinging. So it's like that Breaking Bad scene where he keeps ringing the bell. It's like ding. Someone's going to blow me up. And I'm going to take out the drug lord with him. So Niggle leads, but Wayne the Mad D-O-double-G is not leaving him alone. The Iceberg in third. Phaser, he's slipped further back from Iceberg, but no, Hodgie hasn't cut in too much more. He's got it down into the 2 seconds now. And Phaser is like a ticking bomb. He's driving that car like it's gonna fall off the track, and Hodgie is closing in, but with only 1 minute left. That's pretty much like 2 laps, I believe, left of this race. Oh no, Hodgie has gone deep, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone all deep into the shadow realm, and he is seeing ghosts from the past. And Declan through, and the Biggie is up and into 6th, and Hodgie is making up new swear words. Castian is in 8th with Sid the Sloth. A lap down and a second penalty. What, for being lapped? That's shocking. So Niggle leads half a second virtually, with a bit of small change if you want to round it up. And Wayne taking the extraordinary lines. He means business. Look at him closing in on the Niggle. And he's got a championship to think about, ladies and gentlemen. You would think he'd give it a little thought. He does not. What? He doesn't want to lose too many points. But he's so determined to get a win, ladies and gentlemen. Can you Adam and Eve it? Sorry, I had the championship up and it's disappeared on me. So I'm swiping up League 2 chat to find it. I found it again, okay? Now I have the table in front of me. So Niggle under threat, but it is the final lap. They're coming up towards the line, and it's Niggle that takes the win from Wayne Mad D-O-double-G. Wow, it was close stuff. Iceberg holds on to that podium, but I'm sure he will not be pleased with that result. I imagine he was hoping for the win. And Phaser coming home in 4th, and that is fantastic points for the Belgium driver. Fantastic stuff. Well done, Phaser. Declan coming home in 5th. Solid drive from the Focus. And Hodgie has had an upsy-downsy race. He's had ups, he's had downs. And Big E coming home in 7th. Oh, he picked up a bit of damage there. And it doesn't look like the Burtmut is performing how he would like. Cassian in 8th, and Sid the Sloth finishing in 9th. But it's Niggle in the end that comes through victorious, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Beautiful stuff, and a clean race, because he didn't crash into the leader or second place. I'm only jesting. Come on, guys, it's all a bit of fun on a Wednesday evening. So there we go. Victory for Niggle. Beautiful stuff and a cracking race. I'll need a sip of my brew. And Nathan in the chat saying, rah, rah, Sid, rah, rah. I like it, my own little chant. Yeah. Yeah, you got your own little... I'll have to remember it now. You shouldn't be listening. You should be racing, my friend. Concentrate. Don't listen to me. I am absolutely crazy. You can't concentrate on a race when you listen to this jibber jabber. Right, so results. Yeah, results. I've lost myself because I wanted to sip my coffee. Come on, let me just have this. I've got so many things to do. I've got to read the table as well, haven't I? Niggle takes the win, ladies and gentlemen, comes back from holiday and slam dunks it into another multiverse. Wayne G in 2nd place with the Derg coming home 3rd, Phaser 4th, Declan 5th, Hodgie is 6th, but Hodgie's used the medium tyres, remember, so Hodgie now, he's going to be soft tyres all the way, baby. Rossi in 7th with Cassian in 8th, and Sid the Sloth comes home in 9th. Fantastic race in there from all involved. Now they've changed the room and everyone's going to come up and tick in, and then they're going to do the shaky thing to get a random grid and see if there's anyone on track yet. Not quite, but we can wait. We can sit in the car. It's like when our mum and dad used to go to the pub and just leave us sat in the car park because we weren't allowed in. Just me. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, that? Deep look into my childhood trauma. No, we all got left in cars, don't worry. Some of us didn't even get left in cars. The concerning thing for me is they must have driven home after a whole evening in the pub whilst I was sat listening to, now that's what I call music 8 in the car. And how did the battery last? Because mine would never last that long. Anyway, so Too Fast for Use, which is the secret agent name for Wayne the Mad D-O-double-G, is at the top of the table on 360 points. Hodgie in second on 300 points, with Slowpoke in third on 281 points. Then we have Muhammad Ali in fourth. He's on his Holly Bob, so he's missing this one, as well as Slowpoke on 225. Then we have Nigel. Don't be so... That's right, there's only someone practicing. We'll go and find them. Oh my, where was I? So Kian is in 6th on 204 points. Apex Bloom 7th on 187 points. Phaser 8th on 181 points. Dergview is in 9th on 180 points. Biggie is in 10th on 178 points. Man alive, this is tight stuff down here. Declan is 11th on 167 points. Sid the Sloth is 12th on 100 points, with Castian in 13th on 83 points. PY is 14th on 65 points, but he withdrew because his McShady was shocking. Dubel 15th on 52 points. He withdrew because he got he had to go and sit on the naughty step. And 16th Viking on 43 points, and he withdrew because it clashed with other things. No, I don't know. Viking, I can't remember. I think he was having a time, and he wanted a bit of a break from it all. That's as easy as I can say it. So the table, yeah, it's pretty much, we've got what, 2 rounds left. This one, round 9 and round 10. I'd love to tell you what they are, but I can't remember. I like it when I get surprised each week anyway. You don't want it ruined, do you? Excuse me. Wow, windy pops. So, Biggie trying out the medium tyres, ladies and gentlemen. He's giving them a go. What's all this WhatsApp? That'll be like people, we're going to the start of the race, actually. Okay, we're not looking at the WhatsApps. Oh, and all the information's up. I don't have to play with the thing. So Sid the Sloth starts at the front. Rossi in second. They're on, Rossi's on mediums. Dergview in third. Then we got Declan on mediums, 4th. Hodgie 5th on softs. Phaser 5th. 6th, on mediums. Wayne 7th on softs. Nigel 8th on softs. Cassian 9th on mediums. And here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Sid the Sloth pulling away from Ice Derg. And the Burtmer were dropping back into the Focusers. But Hodgie staying with them with those soft tyres this time around. And Hodgie is there. He's going for 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen, up the inside. And he gains it. He gains it, ladies and gentlemen. Sid the Sloth is ahead of him. And the Ice Derg again is leading one of these races. Can he do it this time? Sid the Sloth out wide a little bit there, and Hodgie gonna try and outbrake the Sloth. The Sloth sideways. He is chewing barrier, ladies and gentlemen. Declan's through now in his Focus, with Wayne already up and into 4th place. Fantastic stuff. Biggie is 5th on those medium tyres. Phaser 6th on his medium tyres. Then we have Sid the Sloth in 7th, Nigel in 8th, and Castian in 9th on his medium tyres. But it's the Ice Derg at the moment that leads, and Hodgie is in 2nd, with Declan in 3rd. Did we lose someone up there? Wayne. Wasn't Wayne 4th? It was, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne was 4th. OMG, what did you do? Oh, we caught the end of it. Just got a bit of grass. It's no biggie. No big deal. He joins the back of the clan, and we've still got 14 minutes of racing to crack on and make our way up through the group. The group. Wow. Take a breath, ladies and gentlemen. Ice Derg leads with Hodgie in 2nd, Declan in 3rd. Declan on the medium tyres there, with Ice Derg and Hodgie fighting it out on those softs. Rossi on the mediums as well, but he's got Niggle right up his inside. Not quite. He's looking, oh my God, he backed right off and caused an absolute Constantina behind him of cars. Fantastical. Waney then gains a position on Fazer. I think Fazer really had to back out of that one. And I'm unsure what happened there, but yeah. Yeah, they all had to back off. So the Dirk is leading from Hodgie. Hodgie hasn't had a taste of Champers for a race or two, so he'll be hungry for a win, and his team will be informing him. Waney G is already up another position. He's up to 6th now. So ahead of Castian, Fazer and Sid the Sloth. Waney, the Mad DOGG, is taking no prisoners and wasting no time coming through the pack. Biggie on medium tyres. He's going to try and make the burnt as wide as it possibly can and use no indicator whatsoever to let Waney, the Mad DOGG, know where he's going. Declan in 3rd, and he is hoping that the BMW does not allow Waney, the Mad Dio. He's coming through. He's coming through. It was short-lived. And but he is on medium tyres, ladies. Oh, God, I'm all over the place. He is on medium tyres, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, come on. It wasn't... Waney just had the grip advantage over him. Niggle, at the moment, doing the same tactics. Sitting back. He can see that there is trouble ahead. Although Niggle then nearly sideways coming through that corner. Beautiful stuff. I am here for that. These cars don't half lean, don't they? It's lovely. It's lovely to see that suspension really lister into the corner. Really gives you a sense of the speed that they're going through there with. I am here for that. The Derg at the moment not getting it all his own way, only 7/10 ahead of Hodgie. Hodgie goes fastest of everyone in the race 2 on lap 5, and he is chugging, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely chugging Dobby. And Declan in 3rd. He is being caught by Niggle. Niggle 56.6 last time around. Declan a 57.8. That's over a second, ladies and gentlemen. And Declan, he may be wary. He's on the mediums though, remember. So he's done an absolutely fantastic job to hold station for as long as he has done so far in this race. We are fast approaching the 5-minute mark. 1/3 into the race. And Big E going wide there. Big E going wider than he would like. And he's chewing barrier. And that helps Fazer. Fazer through. Fazer not that far behind the Mad Dog. Oh, Mad Dog's ate something again. Unbelievable. And Fazer closing in very fast now, getting that McShady. Oh, did he give him a little nudge from behind? It seemed a little bit like a well, just the way Waney's car reacted. It's like Pavlonian now. I say Waney and I just want to say Mad DOGG. I've said it so much and so often, trying to get it out there. It never did, ladies and gentlemen. No one ever... I was going to change his nickname as well on Messenger, but I thought, I don't know him well enough. But in the message group, I mean, you can change people's nicknames. But I was trying to get it to stick. Iceberg then leads the race. I was so chuffed because I called someone Agent Smith in another league, and then I heard another commentator call him Agent Smith, and I was like, yes, it's working. It's working. Hodgie then in 2nd place, 6/10 behind, with the Niggle in 3rd, but Declan 4th on those mediums, so he's lost the position to Niggle, but it was always going to happen with those soft tyres. Waney the Mad DOGG is coming through, and he's on those soft tyres with Fazer in 6th, bringing it hard, ladies and gentlemen. He has brought it to the game, hasn't he? To the table. And Fazer taking a seat at the head table today in the McShady. Sid the Sloth in 7th with Castian in 8th, and the Big E he's right at the back for some reason. Oh yeah, that last lap would be one he is going to wake up in the middle of the night remembering. That's the one that's going to put him in a bad mood tomorrow at work. So Vodka Rob in the chat saying good evening, sir. And Vodka Rob saying you're super busy with the comms now, eh? Fantastic, mate. Now I'll get tomorrow off. It's only an hour. It's not like major, is it? It's just quick dip in. Well, this one's a bit longer than an hour because it's live. But the replays, they only take an hour. I'd only be doing an hour on Gran Turismo going round in circles anyway, so this seems more productive than that. Until I get to Sunday, and then I spin out 4 times, and then I think maybe I should do less chatting about the racing and actually practice the racing. But no. Iceberg leads with the Hodge in second, but Hodgie slipping back now. It's not about tyre wear, it's about skills, ladies and gentlemen, and Iceberg at the moment is displaying his, and the Ford as well. Hodgie would probably add, yeah, the focus helps, I am sure. Ooh, the Durgo kicking up a bit, but we did see the Iceberg slipping off, the focus not being as stronger in the second part of the race. So Hodgie maybe just trying to stick around and waiting for the focus to shoot itself in the foot, with Nigel in third, waiting to grab some stacks today. He's already got a win, and I think he feels he can do the same thing again. Vodka Rob in the chat saying it keeps me entertained anyway, better than the lousy TV. Hey, you know, I haven't watched the next 3 episodes of Andor, but I must say I am quite enjoying a little of it. The Star Trek geek in me loves a bit of Andor. Excuse me. But other than that, yeah, do you know what? I watch a ridiculous amount of YouTube rather than normal TV, and most of it is the commentators around URL. I'm there, boys. I'm supporting you. So the Derg leads, but Hodgie has found some pace, and he is coming in strong, ladies and gentlemen. Sid the Sloth moves ahead of the BIGGIE. Oh, Castian as well, slipping from Grace. Those medium tyres seem to be a lot of effort. Not for Phaser, though. Phaser all day long, ladies and gentlemen. Owani, the Mad DOGG, chasing down Declan. Declan last time around doing a 58.4. Owani, a 57.7. And he's got his card marked. We've got 6 minutes left of racing here in this race 2. Nigel, 5.5 seconds behind Hodgie, who's only 6/10 behind the Iceberg. And again, it looks like Iceberg under pressure, like Waney was doing in race 1. Deja vu for the Iceberg here. Instead, it's a Hodgie. And Vodkrop saying Frowny did a great job as well for League 4 with his comms. Yeah, I haven't found it on blooming YouTube. It was on Facebook, but it wants me to sign into YouTube. I can never remember all of that jargon. And I looked for Dean Atkinson, but it came up with a comedian, I think. So the Iceberg then leads from Hodgie, but Hodgie is applying pressure. He saw what happened to him with Waney, the Mad DOGG, in first race, and he maybe can feel he can push the Iceberg into a mistake. But we call him the Iceberg because he is Iceman. He cannot be shook. Oh, a little clash with the wall. He is seriously hanging that focus out, but Hodgie has rinsed him, ladies and gentlemen, up and at him. And the Hodgemeister is through and into the lead. And this is a worst case scenario for Waney, the Mad DOGG. And he is doing dukes with the Declan. And he is trying to get through as hard and fast as possible. The Derg coming back though. Derg not taking this sitting down, ladies and gentlemen. He is on his feet. He is boxing clever. He is under braking. He's onto the apex. He is in the lead. Unbelievable racing here we are witnessing at race 2 at Sedegna for round 8 of the UTCC League 2, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine what League 1 produces if this is what we get in League 2. And Hodgie then, he knows where to get the move done, although I think the Iceberg made a mistake through that section last time around. Nigel is third, and he's getting very close. These two are slowing each other down. We've got to spin ahead, and I am imagining that's Castian. He can't keep the car straight today at Sardinia. He is getting bit in that focus. Hodgie just slapping lap after lap down. Nigel getting closer though, pulling into the fighting box ahead. Wayne the Mad DOGG is through and up past Declan into 4th place, but he's got a 12.5 second deficit until he can reach Niggle with only 3 minutes on the clock. You've got to say that is Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible. Declan in 5th with Phaser in 6th. A fantastic job. Was he the top medium runner? No, Declan is the top medium runner. So big kudos to Declan getting the mediums out the way and picking up good points for it. Phaser is on his own in 6th. Rossi is in 7th ahead of Sid the Sloth in 8th and Castian in 9th. But it's these two dueling away, which is keeping us locked in at the moment. Hodgie, he's gapped it a little bit. Derg has dropped him. He's got up to about a second ahead with 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Iceberg is trying to put this one to bed, ladies and gentlemen. He's putting it to rest. He's saying this is it. I shall win this one. I should have won the first one, didn't. We're over that. Now I'm going to win this one. Unfortunately, Hodgie has other ideas, and Hodgie's tyres in a far better position. Derg touching the grass. This is where we saw him falling apart last time, hitting the wall. And it's good, and he's got good gappage. But Hodgie has closed in, but that is the weak spot, Hodgie, if you want a hint. Derg he's not quite comfortable in the Focus going down that hill. So Hodgie then, Niggle not closing in much more, but no, Wayne's 13 seconds adrift from them now. But Niggle not closing in much more on this battle, but they've spaced each other out now. Iceberg giving himself a bit of a gap, a breathing space. 1.5 minutes left of racing, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps to me and you of this glorious. But it looks like Hodgie now can't get back on with the Derg. And Iceberg in control, unflappable, unflammable. Whoa, he likes to hit that wall. It's not done too bad for him, but the Hodgie is coming. The Hodgie is closing in down to 2/10 into the braking zone. The Derg, he loves that brick wall there on the inside, and Hodgie loves it even more because it keeps him in this race. Getting a toe up the straight down to the first corner, and I think Iceberg doesn't put any downforce on his car at all. I think he's openly said that in the chat. So the toe is not going to do Hodgie any good whatsoever, because that Focus is just shaped like a bullet. There's no drag on it whatsoever, but unfortunately in the corners there's nothing keeping it to the road except for Derg's right foot. Hodgie then closing in. Hodgie on the inside. This is the weak spot. He's through, ladies and gentlemen. And Hodgie, he didn't need me to tell him. He knew exactly what he was doing. The flag is out. The checkered flag is out. And Hodgie waited until the final moment, and the Derg has fallen to pieces. And Niggle coming through. What, Derg? Don't throw it all away. Niggle up to second, and the Hodge gets a win. Beautiful. Niggle comes home in second place, and the Derg furious with himself in third. Wayne the Mad DOGG. There's other people finishing at the moment. Sid the Sloth, Rossi and Castian. And then we have Wayne the Mad DOGG brings it home 4th place. Still good points after what could have happened earlier in the race when he fell to the back. Declan in 5th and the Phaser in 6th on those medium tyres, heading into the next race, not using already the medium tyre. And Phaser then in the McShady. Beautiful stuff. Well done, one and all. Great racing. Oh, Derg, I know at the moment it's awful, but hopefully by the time you watch this back, you'll realise that. Oh, that was glorious. Ultimate Racing League, ladies and gentlemen. And that is Hodgie. What a race. What an absolute banger. Hey, that's one to tell your grandkids. So Hodgie, in the end, exploited that weak spot he'd eyed up from Derg down the hill. And he just went in for the kill on the very final lap. Unbelievable. Niggle comes home in second, gaining from Derg, throwing it off in the final corner. And Derg gets that final podium, but he looks miserable on the podium, ladies and gentlemen. He's not happy. Wayne the Mad DOGG getting the best points he possibly could out of this race, and a job done well. Declan in 5th, top medium runner, and meaning he can go into the 3rd race free from the medium shackles. Fazer also free of that said rule, as he has used the mediums in this race as well. Comes home in 6th. Sid the Sloth in 7th. Rossi, the BIGGIE, is 8th, with Cassian in 9th. Cassian just couldn't keep the focus settled in that 2nd race. She was all over the show. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're wanting to know. You can find them on Facebook. It's Ultimate Racing League. Go look for them and join. Come join. Yes, unbelievable stuff. Let's have a catch up with that chat, shall we? And we'll go to the track. They're not racing, are they? Surely not. No, we're all just sat in the pits, taking a breather after that one. I imagine Derg's going out and stomping on the grass, kicking grass at the moment. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, I know I had the same problem. I just did a copy and paste of his and that got it. Oh, I'll try that. Vodka Rob saying, oh man. Nathan saying, 7th heaven for Sid. Well done, Nathan. And Vodka Rob saying, Derg left his champagne on the podium and walked away. He broke his trophy on purpose, not by accident, like Lando. He absolutely he yeeted it, ladies and gentlemen. He drop kicked the trophy across the podium, and it fell in 1,000 pieces somewhere in a field in France. Hey Dirk, are you alright, mate? I'm here if you need to talk. Anytime. I spun a lot. I spin a lot. I spun a lot on Sunday, but I do spin a lot. I like to think of it as pirouetting with style. Adding texture to your race. Putting little flourishes in. Just to make it interesting, you know? It'd be boring if you just did one good lap after another. Well, what's the interest in that? No. You want to keep it interesting. Put the odd spin in there. That's it. Oh, Iceberg. I want to give you a hug. If I had the camera, I'd give you a virtual hug, man. I was handing them out left, right and centre on Friday evening. And Nathan saying, this beats Crofty's comms ref. Oh, you're too kind, my friend. You're too kind. It's just because it's personalised. It's just because it's you lot. If this was another, you'd be like, oh, God, what's this dude rabbiting on about? No, but bless you. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. I'm just some fool that doesn't know what he's talking about, but seems to want to talk a lot. Ah. So they're all prepping themselves, ladies and gentlemen, for this third race. And good golly, I bet they're going to do some bladder relievement. They're changing their oils, essential oils. Oh, I'm still heartbroken for the Derg, I'll tell you. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. Oh, gosh. What a way to go down. Manipulated. Hodgie definitely waited, didn't he? He knew what he was doing. He had that plan sort of 4 or 5 laps from the end. He just knew. He knew where Derg was struggling. He'd seen it a couple of times, and he just went in for the kill on that final lap, and it was ruthless, ladies and gentlemen. It was tough to watch. It really was. It was, oh man, Jesus. Wow, Hodgie, you big meanie. What a great race, unbelievable. I love it when they come out like that. That's fantastic, brilliant stuff. Ooh, ah. Right, let's see if there's any track action. Yes, there is. It's the Sloth Man. Do the Sloth Man, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. It's the Sloth Man. He's out there, ladies and gentlemen, beating the tarmac, medium tyres, and he's thinking, where did the grip go? Where has all the grip gone, ladies and gentlemen? It's not sticking like it oughta. The water in the oughta don't taste quite like what it oughta. And Nigel then, he's trying out a set of medium primes. And he's finding as well a very big lack of grip in the arena. And it's because the sun's gone. We are heading into an early evening. And yes, it looks scenic in the background, but the track is cool. The track is Chile. And it'll be hard to get those tyres warmed up, but it means tyre wear won't be an issue, although the Focusers have not struggled with that. Rossi on the softs, he would have used the mediums in the second race, as he does. And Castian must have been on mediums then, because he's trying out a set of soft tyres. Wayne on a set of mediums. And he's fighting this last race with his arm tied behind his back, with 60 points ahead of Hodgie. But Hodgie took the win, fourth. It's not going to be 60 points, but it's going to be a little less. But Hodgie had a rough race the first one, so it's probably just even Stevens at this point in the championship betwixt the two of them. But Wayne, only 2 rounds after this one, ladies and gentlemen. Things are serious with a capital C. Sid the Sloth, getting used to the mediums, and he's got Nigel behind him. No, Nigel's further up the road. He's got a Focus behind him. Now, I know 2 rounds left. You think I'd be making some sort of announcement about season 2 or where we're going after this, but I've heard nothing, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just leave your Wednesdays a blank space in the calendar for now, and hope and pray that these mad kooks come back for another season of this. I'm sure there is people queuing up to get into it. It's fantastic. Why wouldn't they? And here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see if we can see a grid order. It looks like a reverse grid. It is a reverse grid. So Castian on top, softs. Rossi in second, softs. Mediums for Sid the Sloth. Softs for Fazer. Softs for Declan. Mediums for Wayne. Derg's on mediums. Nigel's on mediums. Softs for Hodgie. Here we go. It's go. No, it's not. Yeah, it's going. It's time to go. Okay. Jesus. I got a little excited then. I would have got a penalty for my start. And they all steam down towards the first corner, and it is an absolute car fest as they head in. Sid the Sloth trying to go around the outside of Castian, but Castian says no, sir, not today. Wayne, the mad D-O-double-G, in third, but he's on those medium tyres, and Biggie on the softs. He'll be looking for some action, but the Derg is looking up the inside of the Burma, but does not make it stick. And now Rossi may have his tyres in a better position than the medium runners, but the Derg coming back at Biggie at the moment. Declan in sixth with Fazer on those soft tyres, swamped by Hodges through and past Nigel. But he's out wide, and Nigel's looking up the inside of the corner, and Nigel gains the position back, and there's cars all over the place, and I don't think Hodgie is going to be able to get back against Nigel, because Derg is come. Was Derg there before? I think he slipped a bit there. I'm sure he has. So Wayne's already up in the lead. Sorry, I apologise. Castian in second, Sid the Sloth in third. Sid the Sloth mediums, Castian's on softs. And Wayne, Mad D-O-double-G, is on mediums as well. Rossi is on the softs there. Biggie ain't messing with fifth place softs for Declan. The Derg is up to sixth. Didn't I just see you down in eighth? My good golly gosh, you can't go through this field without them all changing. Declan hanging it out there. Come on, fifth. There we go. Declan hanging it out there, and the Iceberg is all up and in his business, but we've got Biggie all up and behind the Sid, and Sid go for a move on the Castian. It's a little late, but he gets it off, but I don't think Castian would appreciate that one. He did kind of cut his nose off to get in front. Castian now under threat from Biggie. And yes, it's a bit late on the brakes there. Sloth a man. But Castian maintains that third, and we got 3 cars wide into the first corner, and Declan slipped it up the inside like a ninja, and they didn't even notice as Rossi and Castian was battling it out. Nigel also invited himself to the party, and Declan now up and into third on those soft tyres. Sid the Sloth on mediums ahead of him, and Wayne the Mad DOGG on mediums, but he's going some pace and making up ground, doing in this race what he usually does in the first race. So Declan at the moment, he's got to keep laser focused. He could get some good results here, but Sid the Sloth, he nearly collected him, ladies and gentlemen, but it all was okay in the end. Sid the Sloth on those medium tyres with Declan, and Biggie is there fighting off Nigel. Didn't Nigel get ahead of Biggie? So Biggie is back up ahead of Nigel as Castian slips down to 6th, and he's got Hodgie for company. Hodgie trying to make his way through the crowd, and he's up and ahead of Castian now. Castian slipping on those soft tyres, and Fazer next. Fazer on the soft tyres, but he must have had an off because he's somewhat back, and so is the Derg. Oh no, did it all go wrong for the Derg as well? Unbelievable. So Wayne the Mad DOGG leads the race at the moment by a country mile from Sid the Sloth, and Declan, even though on the softer tyres, cannot make inroads on the Sloth man. The Sloth man is in the zone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, lock up your daughters, he's got his mojo. Declan in third, trying to close in on the medium cladded Focus, with Biggie in fourth, fighting it out with Nigel. Nigel going for a move on those medium tyres up the inside of the Burtmer Were, and he gets it, ladies and gentlemen. Cracking stuff from the Nigel. Beautiful. Hodgie in the periphery as well. Hodgie fancies a piece of this action. Sat alongside the Hodge Meister at the moment as the Burtmer Were breaks into, God knows, third corner. I don't know, I guessed. Down this hill section. Merrill Waney still leading from Sid the Sloth. Declan in third. The BMW washes out in front of us. Poor old Biggie. And we've got Sid the Sloth going very wide there, and Declan getting through. So the fight for the podium is right there, right in front of us. Hodgie moves up to 5th, and Rossi rejoins. Oh my gosh, hang on. So here we go. Declan, Nigel and Sid the Sloth all duking it out, and Declan up and into 2nd at the moment, and he's got to get a move on because Nigel means business, ladies and gentlemen, on those medium tyres. He's not hanging around, is he? He's got some pace, and Waney is not running away, and Nigel does get up and into 2nd. Declan slips back into 3rd. He has the faster tyre though. Come on, Declans, believe in yourself, believe in the grip. You can do this. So Nigel then up and into 2nd place, then chasing down Wayne the Mad DOGG. Declan getting later on those brakes. Nigel a little out wide. Declan trying to get on the inside. He just didn't get it out of the corner, and Nigel still stays ahead. And Hodgie 5th behind Sid the Sloth, still hasn't got past the Sloth Master. And Castian not far behind, closing in on this battle as Hodgie goes in for the kill underneath, and beautiful stuff from the Lexus driver there. Sid the Sloth now has to defend from Castian. Castian and Sid the Sloth having that big fight out at the beginning. Remember, Sid the Sloth came in late on the brakes and nearly took the front end of Castian's car away. So I'm sure Castian will be as polite when re-overtaking maybe Sid the Sloth if he gets the opportunity. Let's hope not. Let's hope he puts it down to what it was, just an accident, and there'll be no revenge overtake here, sir. Not here. And plus they know the stewards are watching. Oh, Castian drops it like it's hot, and Fazer will be liking that. He looked like he was miles away from this race, and he's come back to the fold. And he's brought the Derg with him. Derg making a big jump there, up to 6th, ladies and gentlemen. As Fazer goes 5th, Castian slips down, and Biggie down in 9th. Biggie had a rough one. Oh, rough 2, lap 5 and 6. Wayne at the moment, Niggle's closing in, ladies and gentlemen. Niggle at 56.8 on the medium tyres. Is there a glitch? Because Niggle is making the medium tyres sing, and again. Wayne at 57.1, but he can't touch the 56ers like Niggle. Niggle absolutely hammer and tong out there, ladies and gentlemen. And Wayne, he lost the car. No, it's just the way he likes to go around the corner. He likes to drift it in that final corner. And Niggle 1.2 seconds behind. Man, that holiday has done him a world of good. He's come back with a real... I mean, he was fast before, but man alive, he's got the winning edge about him. Declan in 3rd. This looks like it's good for a podium for Declan. I can't remember him getting a podium before. And this could be his first podium this season. I don't know for sure, and I may be wrong and possibly am wrong. But it's looking good at the moment. Hodgie in 4th, going about him. 57.4 for Hodgie last time around. Declan 57.2. So if Declan can maintain that pace, then he'll be super fine from Hodgie. Sid the Sloth maintaining a good pace on medium tyres in 5th place. The Derg is coming in hard though, and bringing Fazer with him. Fazer on those soft tyres and hasn't really been able to make full use of them. Ice Derg at the moment 6th place, looking for points. And Sid the Sloth maintaining 5th. Biggie is up ahead of Castian, but we did see Castian struggling in the final corner. And Castian is going to bin this Focus in a minute. He is getting absolutely frustrated with it. He cannot get it around the Sardegna track. Wayne's in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. The Niggle is unbelievably fast around here in race 3. And he is absolutely taunting the Mad Dog at the moment, all up and in his business. And Wayne not getting his all his own way at the moment. But I mean, with Iceberg, we saw him apply. Oh, he's just the way he goes around that corner. I keep forgetting. He just likes to kick the back end. I'm sure he's just tapping the handbrake or something just to help it through. But Wayne at the moment is under pressure. Niggle. Declan, 6/10 ahead of Hodgie. Where are we? Where's the timer? There's usually a timer at the top 10. Yeah, does it come up with just only 5? We're coming up to 10 minutes of racing, so 5 minutes left. And Hodgie has closed in on Declan. Declan struggling to maintain the pace. Drops into the 58s that last time around. Don't let the pressure get to you, Declan. Ignore him. Drive your car. Oh, Hodgie swinging the back end, and it bit him, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Hodgie is going to be complaining to Lexus about the balance issues in that car. Unbelievable stuff. The Derg, who was dead last at the beginning, or about, third or fourth lap of this race, is up and into 4th place. Oh, going wide again, like we saw at the last corner of the last race. And Sid the Sloth still in 5th ahead of Fazer. But Fazer's on those soft tyres, and Fazer is coming in hard and fast. So Sid the Sloth better brace himself. And he's just had a taste of Belgium chocolate there, ladies and gentlemen. And Fazer up and through, but Sid the Sloth's coming in. Oh, where are you going? Shoot. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I pressed the wrong button. My good golly gosh. Let's have a quick look then. So Sid the Sloth and Fazer then. Fazer comes up along the inside of it. I won't push any buttons this time. Just looked again like Sid the Sloth was late on those brakes. Coming hard. I heard a toot. I don't know who was tooting who. Maybe Sid the Sloth was saying, watch out, I'm coming through. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Didn't affect Fazer too much there, ladies and gentlemen. And now Fazer up to 5th place. But Hodgie is back. Hodgie makes it hard for himself, doesn't he? He always has to make a load of overtakes where he didn't need to. Wayne the Mad D-O-double-G still under pressure from Niggle. And Niggle all day long is all up and in his business. And Wayne seems to be okay with it. He doesn't mind. He says, yeah, come on. Keep it up. Makes me go faster. And these two really have broken away from the crowd. Declan still maintaining that third, which we like to see. 57.3. The Derg was closing in, but he went a little wide, didn't he? That must have been lap 11. Again with the purples for the Derg. But there's only 2.5 minutes left. And these two are still squealing their tyres. And Nigel, he's looking like this is the one. Nigel is coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne going highly defensive on the inside. And he's going to compromise his entry into the corner unless he can get back out there. But I don't think Nigel's going to give him the space. But he gets through okay, but Nigel gets through better. And gets all up and about his bizwax. Sitting alongside our man Nigel. After his... Oh, smooth. Not quite, though. Not quite together, but oh, that must have got him a little bit excited. Must have done. He must have felt an urge there. Oh, and Wayne again with the handbrake, but this time does not pay off because the Nigel is there, and there he is. But Wayne still maintains. Still maintains, but it looks like Nigel's going to try and late break it onto the apex. Wayne tried to come over to cover and see where he is. Oh, Nigel late on the brakes onto the apex, takes the lead. Wayne now has a taste the exhaust fumes of the Focus, and it's a beautiful one. Again, ladies and gentlemen, what a treat. What a treat we have been given. Thank you to the Ultimate Racing League and to these warriors that are in League 2 of the UTCC. We have been treated to thrills, spills and automobiles. Fantastic stuff. Then Wayne again on the handbrake. You get me every time, you mofo. And Nigel then pulling away from the scene of the crime. Wayne, the mad DOGG, just needs to pick up those points and not worry about wins so much. Declan, 2.5 seconds ahead, but there's only 18 seconds on the clock. Hodgie looking good for 5th, Phaser in 6th, Sid the Sloth and Castian side by side, and they're going to get another lap, ladies and gentlemen, to duke it out betwixt the two of them, because the clock yet to run down, and now it has, and it's Big E comes home in 9th. Not a race he will want to remember, ladies and gentlemen. Was not fun for him. So Castian, one more lap up against the Sloth. Nigel, he seems to have it in hand now, ladies and gentlemen. All is good. And Wayne's just enjoying that final corner with the handbrake, isn't he? And there he goes. Nigel, man, it was tight with fuel, wasn't it? He crosses the line, takes the win. Wayne, the mad DOGG. We had 3 different wins. No, did Nigel got the first win as well? 2 wins. Declan, well done in 3rd. Derg comes home in 4th. That's fantastic from right at the back. Hodgie having his ups and downs, comes home in 5th. With Phaser in 6th. Sid the Sloth, a fantastic job in 7th. Again, another 7th for the Sloth man. Great drive. Great stuff. Castian is not happy with the Focus balance here, as nor would be Hodgie of the Lexus. They seemed imbalanced around the corners, and Castian then home in 8th, and B were in 9th. So Nigel again for the second time this evening takes the winner's circle. Beautiful stuff. Fantastic. 7 positions raised. That one is the one you got to tell your grandkids about. No, Hodgie's was just brutal, wasn't it? That's the one. So let's see if we can get through this before they close the room. Nigel then is the winner. 2 wins in a day. Great work. Wayne the mad DOGG. Great work from him. A great haul of points. Was that 4th, 1st and 2nd? So Wayne getting the points. Declan could possibly be his first podium this season, and we salute you, sir. Great stuff from Dangerous Declan. Dergview, a great drive from the back up into 4th place on those medium tyres, and one to remember. Hodgie in 5th, and like we said, he had a topsy-turvy race. Fazer comes home in 6th, a little bit disappointed, I imagine, in the McShady after being on them soft tyres, and off in 7th with Castian, home in 8th, and there you go. And it was the Bummer were in 9th. Thank you for joining. We'll catch up with the chat. Sod it. The host has closed the room. That's all good. So, did I save the replay? Buggery now. I probably didn't, but it's all right. It's only for a thumbnail. Nathan in the chat saying that was Deck's first podium. Yeah, big one. Big herd up to the Deck. Well done, my friend. Nathan saying, I also look forward to writing tonight's report. Yes, if you're in the Messenger, Facebook Messengers things with URL, Nathan does this fantastic little report of the racers. It's brilliant. Carbon Dwarf in the chat saying, awesome racing, folks, and great comms thingy. Oh, well, thank you very much, sir. Rob saying, great bit of racing it was. It was something else. And Vodka Rob saying, good luck on Sunday at Watkins. I'm going to spin. I have spun. I'm spinning. Permanently spinning, Vodka Rob. That's the way I race. I race with flourishes. I race with little stylish 360s in between, you know, just to keep it interesting. And Vodka Rob saying, same as me, mate. Yeah, we're the what was that old toy where you used to whiz it up and it spin? Was it called a top spinner? Spin top? Top spin? Spin top? We're the spin top crew. Anyway, the host closed the room. That usually is a big signal to say, shut up now, thingy-majig. So thank you for tuning in and taking part and racing and everything else, whoever else is involved. It's been amazing. 2 more rounds left, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait for next Wednesday. And Vodkrop saying, I know what you mean. You can't remember it either. I think it's a spin top or something. Spin topper, topper spin, spinning top. It might be a spinning top. Tiru, peace and love, peace and love.